Hey everyone, this video is going to be for all of our boomers out there. Very special boomer video. Before we dive into it, this is the Powered by Iron Health podcast, where our vision is to create a community that raises the standard of health and wellness. I'm sitting here talking to a camera, just trying to deliver knowledge and trying to help the people out there. So if you get any value, if you know someone who can gain value from this, please share it. It's very important. Keep spreading the word. So we're talking about boomers today. And why boomers? The boomers right now, I think, are the biggest growing population. They're getting ready for retirement, moving on with their lives, and they just need help, right? Like a lot, and I'm going to use a specific example of what I see in my clinic. When someone comes in who's a little older, and I'm going to say a number just to throw it out there. Let's say 65 plus. It's not really that old, but it's a little older. Those boomers. When I get those people who come in who are 65 plus, new fears start to come up. Well, one is getting older, end of life, but we're not going to talk about that today. Two is really the fear of falling and balance. And I see that across the board. And I just want to really talk about how you can do things to really affect and help you today to make sure that you don't fall, right? A fall really can be a catastrophic thing. When you see people in the hospital who have fallen, they're usually in the hospital for a lot longer than someone who hasn't. Just a statistic out there. So the best way to really affect that group of people is to help them prevent falls. So before we dive into any specifics of that, if you have any fear of that, firstly, or you have weakness in your legs or your ankles hitting the ground, like please go to a physical therapist wherever you are. I think it's very important because we have the knowledge to help you to decrease the likelihood of you falling. So I'm going to highlight that before I dive into it. Secondly, there's very, very basic things that we're going to touch upon today that you could be doing to help prevent it. First one, make sure your environment where you live is very tidy. What do I mean by that? Like you don't have to make your bed. Make sure everything around your house has a place. Because a lot of times what happens is as you get older, your eyesight also goes. So if there's stuff all around on the ground, you're going to trip over a dog bone. I do that every other day. And if I didn't have good balance, I would fall, right? So this is an easy fix. You go into your house, you make sure there's nothing on the ground consistently, and you keep it tidy. So when you wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, you don't have that risk of falling. Secondly, gym membership, right? I'm going to throw this out there without throwing specifics of exercises, but you need to be in a gym. And there's basic things you need to be working on. I'll give you two, right? Let's walk and bike. If you're not walking, you run the risk of losing all the muscles in your hip, which if you don't have hip strength, your likelihood of falling goes up. And if you're not biking, that's your quad. That's the big muscle on your knees. So these are two basic things you can go into the gym and do to help decrease the likelihood of you falling. They're simple, right? So you get your gym membership, you clean your house. Let's go to 3. This is the next advanced step. If you really are fearful of potentially falling, whether it's on your stairs, whether it's outside when it's icy, or something like that, like seek help. Boomers, people of Medicare age, like you guys, in my eyes, should all be in some sort of physical therapy if you have any fear. And what PT can do for you is really run you through an assessment to see, hey, you need some strength here, here, and here, or we need to focus on these exercises and let's get you on a program so you're not restricting yourself and that fear decreases, right? That's the biggest thing. We want to decrease that uncertainty, that fear, and increase your certainty. So you know if something was to happen, you can really manage yourself. Those are my basic rules for anyone who's a boomer. If you have any questions specific to that, please hit us up. Share this with any of the boomer friends. Thanks for watching.